The Bhagavad Gita is one of the most revered spiritual texts, offering timeless guidance on self-realization. Here are 10 profound teachings from the Gita that can illuminate the path to understanding our true nature. Number 1. Understanding the true self. The Gita explains that our true essence is the Atman or eternal soul, which is beyond birth and death. In chapter 2, verse 20, Lord Krishna says that the soul is indestructible, never born and never dies. This realization helps detach from the physical body and the ego. Knowing we are eternal beings frees us from the fear of death and loss. Number 2. The law of karma. In chapter 2, verse 47, Krishna teaches that we have control over our actions, but not over their outcomes. This is known as the law of karma. By focusing only on doing our best in each moment, we free ourselves from worry. Acting without attachment to results brings peace and allows us to grow spiritually. Number 3. Selfless service or karma yoga. The Gita emphasizes that performing our duty without selfish desires purifies the mind and soul. Chapter 3, verse 19 encourages selfless service, known as karma yoga. By dedicating our actions to a greater purpose, we learn to dissolve the ego. This path transforms work into a form of worship. Number 4. Managing desires and attachments. Friends, desire and attachment often cause suffering. In chapter 2, verse 62-63, Krishna explains that uncontrolled desires lead to attachment, anger, and eventually misery. By controlling our desires, we achieve balance and freedom from unnecessary suffering. This clarity brings focus and inner stability. Number 5. Seeing the divine in all. In chapter 10, verse 20, Krishna reveals that he is the essence within all beings. Recognizing the divine presence in everyone brings compassion and unity. When we see beyond surface differences, we understand that all life is interconnected. This vision of oneness is a core step towards enlightenment. Number 6. Control of the mind. Krishna emphasizes that mastering the mind is essential for self-realization. In chapter 6, verse 5-6, he advises self-discipline and meditation. By observing our thoughts and staying mindful, we develop inner strength and resilience. A calm mind allows us to see things as they truly are. Number 7. Equanimity in pleasure and pain. Life is full of ups and downs. In chapter 2, verse 14, the Gita teaches us to maintain equanimity through pleasure and pain. By staying steady and accepting life's challenges, we free ourselves from emotional sufferings. This balance leads to a deeper contentment within. Number 8. Surrender to divine will. In chapter 18, verse 66, Krishna advises Arjuna to surrender to divine will. This does not mean giving up action, but rather trusting a higher wisdom that guides the universe. Surrendering brings peace as we learn to let go of anxiety and accept life's flow. Number 9. Realizing the impermanence of the material world. In chapter 2, verse 16, the Gita explains that all worldly experiences are temporary. Understanding this impermanence helps us detach from fleeting joys and sorrows and focus on our eternal soul. This perspective allows us to live fully in the present moment. And finally, the number 10, moderation in all things. The Gita teaches moderation in daily life. In chapter 6, verse 16 and 17, Krishna advises balance in eating, sleeping, and working. A life of moderation keeps the mind and body healthy, making spiritual progress easier. Discipline and balance are the foundation for inner peace. Friends, each of these teachings offers a path to self realization and inner transformation. The Gita invites us to go beyond the ego, find peace within, and understand our place in the cosmos. By following these principles, we move closer to our true self, discovering a life of joy, purpose, and unity with all beings.